Welcome to this series where we are playing Reforged Eden 2 beta for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we continued with our exploration of the beta system. We ended up on this moon where we didn't find very much, just to show you. I mean, we've got a few resources, and we ended up next to a trading station where we did a little bit of trading. But what we are really short of at the moment is the Kozum and Estrum. And that is the key to getting in our new ship. And of course, we're going for the refit version. The other thing I did in the previous video is I talked about this commercial deconstructor, and that triggered quite a strong response. And as usual, guys, a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You did give me a lot to think about. And this time, you guys were really on the money with respect to, and it did give me a lot to think about. And probably the best way to explain it is that somebody pointed out that this deconstructor, while it actually reduces CPU, what it also does is increase power consumption. And somebody else also said that that is the direction Villamillion is going in, that when we're planning and building these ships and bases, and then that gets kind of then moves us all into the decision process of do we want a ship with lots and lots of shields and weapons, or do we want a ship that's going to be more functional, say in the case of this Makara, which is a carrier. There's no point pretending it's ever going to be a combat ship. It's just going to be too fragile. I mean, especially after looking at some of the weapons that Spange was demonstrating, if we went up against even a fairly powerful Xerax or enemy ship, it would just blow holes through the hull of this ship like nobody's business, simply because a lot of it is carbon substrate. And I think that then leads into something that is going to be a lot more prevalent in going forward, especially when Reforged Eden 2 comes out. And I think this also represents the future, that the days of the all-purpose super CV that can take on an entire fleet of enemies and also service all your needs, and especially from the point of maneuverability, is over. I mean, we're going to have to build more and more specialist ships. So that is, and to that vein, I can understand the various points of view that people have got. And some one comment is they preferred shields over power, and balancing the power. And I think that we've all got to do those calculations, no matter what type of ship we build. But there are decisions that need to be made that will have a combined fleet. So for example, this Makara is never going to get into a serious battle. There's nothing we could really do to it that will make it into a serious combat ship, because it's a carrier. And I think going forward, a ship like this, especially if you get to some of the more aggressive systems, is going to be orbiting the sun. Well, that's until Vermilion puts a corvette or a battle cruiser around the suns as well. And then what you'll be doing then is actually exploring the planets with a combat CV, which has less maybe carry capacity and manufacturing capacity, but can take on the opposition. So I think that's the decision process we've got. And I think there's also going to be a role for combat SVs. Now, the reason I've come through this room is I've got another comment about the, I can never remember what they're called. And it's certainly not that. Is the large, the actual plasma turbine. So I thought I'd show you what I've actually got at the moment. Is I've got 4 basic plasma turbines here, so we've got the maximum number of those, and I've got 2. I think these are. Don't think they. These are the standard plasma turbines, and I thought, just as an example, let's make sure the shields are off. I thought I'd put another one in just to show you, because these. Oops, no. These plasma turbines don't need the exotic materials, is the best way to describe it. So, for example, if we can find it in the listing, of course, now I'm recording, I can't find it straight away. Here it is. Standard plasma turbine doesn't need those magic things, Zirconium and Estrum, because Zirconium and Estrum is what's really slowing up the process. But we can see here, I've already built another one. So what we'll do is, for some reason it's in fuel and oxygen. I think that's because I was making fuel. And what we got to do now, I think I've removed the, yeah, what I need to do is just put another one in here. I think Jeff Randall provided enough space for 4 here. Oh, come on, game. And then there's space for a 4th one here, I think, tucked into this corner. So that gives us 3 standards. I think the advanced ones go over here, but they need zirconium and things. Now, each of these, if I remember correctly, let me just find them. The standard reduces the consumption by 600 watts. The basic one's 200 watts, and then the advanced ones is 1800 watts. But you can see, to make the advanced turbines, 1, they're massive, and 2, they need 48 zirconium alloy. And zirconium is going to be the real pain in the neck. And say, well, I'm thinking about it. Just add this to the generators. Put this into the generator group. And what that does is it brings our power consumption down to 1.6 kilowatts. And of course, that's in rest mode at the moment. So that's something else you do need to go think about. One thing I will do is put some more fuel in here. Look at that. 50 dual fuels just to half fill this up, and it's not got excessively large tanks in it. So we've now kind of reducing our power consumption down, and we got space for 1 more of those, and I think I could probably make 1 more of those, but I don't really want to blow all my resources. Let's just go a quick look and see if I can make another one if I wanted to. Yeah, we got enough space to make another one, but I just don't want to do it. Anyway, now before we leave, just want to give you an update with respect to the refit. I've kind of gone through, and just to show you where we are, we've got, we need 9 advanced upgrade kits and 32 optronics bridges. And of course, the big sticking point is zirconium and esterium. I mean, the silicon and copper, I've got that already. So you can, and of course, to make the large optronics bridges, what we're going to have to do is use zirconium. So we're in a kind of catch-22 situation. So in this part, I think it's now time to kind of move on, put the shield on, put the thrusters on. We can now, I think it's time to move on to a new system. You can see at the moment with us lifting off the planet, we're only we've got plenty of surplus power because of those specialists, but you can see we're 48%, which and I think somebody actually posted and said they didn't mind going over the power consumption. I'm okay with that if I can actually repair the generators because of the power surges, but I'm normally comfortable if when the ship's fully operational that the percentage is say between 50 and 75%. Anyway, we're going to get up into space and then we'll decide where we're going to go, because I would certainly like to get this mission going. Right, we're up in space. What was it we got to do? Sorry, beta 4. If I do things in logical order, where is beta 4? Okay, beta 4 is a dead planet with a moon around it. It's possible that we might get something there, but do I just want to go and look? I mean, to be honest, this is probably the best candidate to get zirconium and esterium in this beta system, short of taking down POIs. I think we will go to beta 4. Apologies that we're not going to be doing, because I think if we can get there and get some kind of reasonable quality loot from because we can take down the the unfinished escape rocket and also possibly find some other stuff as well. So we're just going to go there. I'm also hoping that we might get some wreckage, because I do really want to check out the wreckage. And of course what we will get is some CPU extenders as well. Let's see what we got in the way of. It's iron and pentaxid. Yeah, looks like we got some friends hanging around as well. Okay. I wouldn't mind. So we got lots of friends hanging around. Okay. We got station wreckage. Where's that? Where is that? We got station wreckage to our left. How far away is it? I know what I'm going to do. We're going to get down on beta 4. Right, we got a Kavura class cutter. Now, I can never remember which one's which. But we got a suspicious asteroid, courtesy of the pirates. We got a Xerax orbital outpost. How far away is the cutter? Okay. It's basically it's on the other side of the planet. Got 2 pentaxid asteroids in here. Anyway, we're gonna get down on the planet and check things out. Looks like the Polaris are here as well. They're doing their thing as well. Whoops. Oh, better put the. And we're just going to break through the atmosphere. And got an exploration shuttle. Dead World's a good source of salvage. Yes, I know, game. Oh, what we got over here? You can see how slow this ship is to turn. This is the reason why this is never going to be any good in combat. Not unless we really upgraded the thrusters. But I think part of the reason why it will never turn very well is the fact that it's effectively a square. And I think that makes quite a big difference. Got lots of heat signatures here. And of course we've got the longer range scanners as well. So, and I'll be back whenever I find anything of interest. Okay, welcome back. We've come, I think this is going to be a reasonable area to loot down. So what we're going to do is just drop down here. Turn the thrusters off. Of course we can't, oops, why have I got no helmet on? So we're just get out to here. And we're, I think the destroyed farm is probably a very, very good target. Where are you? What have we got over here? So going in. Apologies that this isn't particularly that interesting, and we've done it before, but put this in the fridge right as well. But I'm just trying to think. I mean, the odds of finding anything in here. Actually, there is a possibility that we could maybe we need to look at the ammunition and see if we can find anything from at the ammunition. Where is the core? There's the core up there. I don't want to use the assault shotgun. Okay. Go on. Thank you. Got a simple constructor here. 741 oxygen. And of course, what we can do is, because we're working local with the ship, which is another good thing, we can just salvage the basics. See what we'll do. Because there used to be a drop-down tunnel under some of these, isn't there? Nutrient solution, yeah. We'll certainly take 1,068 fuel. And we'll just scrap out the... I think that's about it, guys. Don't really see anything else here that's of use. Oh, I'm running out of food. We'll eat the burgers. I don't really want to use the royal stews. Yeah. I mean, I've got loads of steel plates and stuff like that anyway. So, what have we got here? We'll do the destroyed farm next. This has got more possibilities. There it is. Go down here. Crouch. Just destroy the core here. I don't think there's anything else here. And of course, we're just get electronics and glass from the thingy bobs. I think it's over this way, isn't it? Where we've got the where is it? There it is. And we go down into here. Whoops. Of course, we can take out all the oxygen. 3,000. And then we'll take out the small oxygen tanks. Again, we're just really looking for kind of a little bit of water. What's this? Hydrogen bottles. Nutrient solution. And take the cap 4,000. More fuel cells. Nothing else. We will get plenty of fuel. and more fuel cells. I suppose on the positive side, this will mean that we probably get enough from here. I mean, get some cobalt alloy, but I'm not really, don't really need it as such. As I say, it's more the Estrum and the stuff that we need. I mean, we've got solar panels on the roof, but again, it's all electronics and stuff like that, so yeah, I think we've looted enough. I've left the thrusters on, and we'll just scoot over to the ship. Turn thrusters off. Wakara input. Just offload everything from the harvest controller. You can keep your cement. Carbon substrate, we've probably got more than we need anyway. Put that in there, computers. And that's about it. And then we can just put in the fuel. So say this, actually I just had a thought. We got 5.5mm plasma turrets. Is there a way that you can actually work out what the ammunition is? Actually, you can't do it that way, can you? What I'm thinking is there any ammunition? Actually, here's a question for you guys. Why am I we've got high explosive ballistic shell. It's something I've never ever even considered doing. Let me just put that in there, and we'll see if that actually gets deconstructed. Actually, I'm not sure if the deconstructor is actually on. Okay. No, that didn't deconstruct into anything. So much for that idea. Put some of those in there as well, and the rest can just go in the reserve. I mean, I've never ever considered deconstructing ammunition because I've always assumed that most ammunition, yes, you use large quantities of it, but it doesn't actually contain the really rare stuff. Let's have a look at the... We've got some Estrum gel. But the trouble is we can't do anything with the Estrum gel. Could I put that... Actually, it's something else. Sorry about this, guys, but... I think this is the mentality that we're now in. Will that take it? Yes, it will. Okay, but it's probably not that much. How much this is the problem. Estrum gel. We've only got 48 of it. I'm going to do this in the sake of exploration. Just out of curiosity. So at the moment we've got 264. If I put 12 Estrum gel in, that gives us 5. Yeah. And I suppose it also applies for zirconium alloy, but the trouble is we don't have that much in the way of zirconium alloy either. Never thought of that, because normally I hang on to the Estrum gel because it's normally quite rare. And of course you've got to make it, so let's just pick up some oxygen on the way through. But we're getting to a point where, as they say, every little helps. In fact, I probably would like to use the zirconium alloy. I mean, there's lots of stuff around here. What we got to do is find the... Yeah, I mean, as I say, normally Estrum gel, zirconium alloy, things like that. So I think it's zirconium alloy, which we actually need to make the what we call it, the I've forgotten what I was saying. Oh, to make the large optronics bridges. I'm hoping if we can get some large optronics bridges from here. Right. I think what I'm going to do now is, obviously I can spend a lot of time picking up all these minor bits and pieces as we go around the planet. But I think I really need to find the unfinished escape rocket. So I'll see you once I actually find the unfinished escape rocket. Okay, welcome back. We found this cluster of apartment blocks here. This is certainly going to be worth checking out. So we'll just squeeze the Makara in between it. We've got the Elysium Towers here. So I'm going to turn the thrusters off. Let the ship settle. Turn here, turn the thrusters off. Save fuel. Again, we're going to use the... Now, these Elysium Towers are a little bit odd in the sense that they can contain some unusual loot, especially around the tops. So we're gonna I think we'll start with a small one first. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky to find the way in. Because it's you've normally got to rely on a broken pane or something like there. And you can some beans. Beans and water. Generally looting these, I don't worry too much about looking for the core, because the cores are quite well hidden. And then you can make your way up through the staircases. The next level, take out the power cells. And you can see we got the oxygen in the corner, so we could probably, if we do destroy the cores, we can get the oxygen. Maybe I will look for the cores. And say in the past I've never really bothered looking for the core. Oops, I think maybe we got some more. We got you, didn't we? We got generators, and we could just keep going up, I think. And then I think this is the point where we actually just use the ship to get to the top. If we can find the way out now. There's the exit. Yeah, this is where the SV comes in, because it can be a bit quicker to actually come in and go the opposite way. You can come here. You can see we've got a whole load of bridges and stuff at the top here. Need the trumpet. Bridge. Need some more of the trumpet greens. I've never found any other use for them beyond just eating them. Harvest controller. Bridge. Bridge. Let's put that in there as well while we're at it. That's nutrient solution. And these are back-to-back bridges, so don't assume that these the herbal leaves would be quite useful. Oops. To just get rid of the sulfur and some of that stuff, and that can all go in the harvest controller because they don't perish. Just eat the trumpet greens. Oops. Eat them again. Fridge. Harvest controller. More stuff for the fridge. Still going. Don't think those perish, do they? So they can go in there. Got some pentaxid seed crystals. That would be a major find if you were starting on the dead planet. Okay, that doesn't rot either, so kind of easier, just got more pentaxid seed crystals. Again, very, very useful. Harvest controller. Bridge. And I think that is, I think we can go up another level. I don't think there's anything lower down, because I think we come down. Oh, yes, we have. We got the corner rooms. Okay, so we need to go down. We need to be a bit careful. Maybe not. Otherwise, we might lose our ship stuck up here. Yeah, you've got to be a little bit careful when you're operating on these buildings. Well, if you've got one ship, we've got two ships. We've got the small SV, which will give us this kind of get out of jail free type car ship. And I think what we can do is just look in the window here. So we can just butt up here. Thing about the dead planet is that you often do quite a lot of jiggery pokery like this. So multi-charges are quite useful. I don't think I can get past that, can I? Yes, can I? Just got here PP2 shotgun. It's got the blue chevrons, which means that those are low level. Whoops. Another assault rifle. Tiny bit of ammo. And bandages. Certainly take the bandages. And respirators. As I say, these Elysium towers are certainly worth taking down. For some reason that one's sealed, so I'm not sure if this. Oops. See if we can knock on the door. Wonder what's in there. That all seems to be all sealed in. Wonder if there's a secret room in there. If any of you know, feel free to chuck it in the comments. You can see this one. So all these are slightly different. And there's obviously a lot to loot here, but I don't really want to waste your time doing that. So again, that's just an example of what can be found in here. You can see again, we've got a whole load of loot boxes in here. I have a bit of a rove around here. I mean, none of it's going to be particularly high level loot. There's no point pretending otherwise. But you never know. Sometimes the odd thing crops up. See, we've got Empyrion gel. Okay, we've got volume issues now. Take out that, and put that in there. I mean, the Empyrion gel can be useful. It might be the only way that we will get to a point where we can actually certainly don't want the concrete. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just get back to the Makara, unload, and the quest for the unfinished escape rocket will continue. What I will most likely do is come back here and try and loot out as much of this as possible. Not that we really need it, but if there's even the slightest chance of finding some Empyrion gel or zirconium, we need to kind of take advantage of it. Actually, I'm not going to unload. I'll do that off camera, because I think I need now to actually definitely push to find the escape rocket. Okay, welcome back. We're just landing because we've got an abandoned skull to do, but that means I'm going to have to offload the Merc. I think what we'll do is we'll just shove everything into... You don't need that much room. Put that in there. Just oops, that really needs to go into the fridge. Raw foods, no, not raw foods, ordinary foods, food and meds. Just put this into main storage. I'll sort it all out later on. SMG, assault rifle, armor boost. Keep that for the moment. That's my backup assault rifle. Musters on. And what we're looking for is the eye. Here. Let's level off. You can get in through the back entrance, but this is the way I prefer to do it. And come in here. That's all copper stuff. Well, the idea was that we've got another undelivered cargo. And then what I always do is I just kind of remove the eyes so that if I come back this way, I know that I've actually done it. You can see that the eyes are missing. Just means that you don't have to, you know, because these are never marked on the map. You can't find them with the actual scanner. The only way you can find them is by visual, and this is a key factor of the dead planet, that a lot of things of interest you've actually got to identify by sight. So we're just going to come here. Actually, I'm just going to turn the shield off. We don't really need the shield draining power either. So we just come here. Getting back into the cockpit, and away we go. Okay, oh, left the thrusters on. Bada Vicky. And again, see you whenever something of interest turns up. Hopefully we will find the unfinished escape rocket. Okay, welcome back. We've got a fallen station here, and I certainly want to check this out because there is a loot box and I can't remember what I got from it. Well, and what to do is come here. And we're actually going to use the drills because, if I remember correctly, we've got to drill down front of here. I think that is it. We just level off. And we're just going to land here. Fire diesel. Pick up the mechanical drill. We'll just do the rest in. Oh no. Just get down here. Right, we're now going underneath. We need to go underneath at least a block, I think, if I remember correctly. And there's the core. That's what I'm after there, is the improved CPU extender. So I knew there was something of great value down here. Probably a little bit too close to here. Right, what we've got to do now is get out of here. Right, so we're just going to get here, and what we need to do now is, we'll just, oops, bolt this on the side. We need the harvest controller here. And of course, what we're going to do is retrieve this. And what that gives us is here for it's for a base, but at the same time, it's and that's about all that's in here. But it's certainly well worth picking up, because of course. As I say, that is definitely worth picking up. And just going to jump off here. And of course, what we should be able to do is put you there and put you there. I can go there. And what if we put this in directly? Will we get any large optronics bridges from it? Yeah, we get 6 large optronics bridges. It hasn't really moved forward the Esterum and the... I mean, it hasn't moved forward the Esterum and the Zarcosium, but everything else, we got some Sathium, we got aluminium powder now. Let's move forward the aluminium powder. And of course we've now got 6 large optronics bridges in here for the courtesy of that. It might have been better just to deconstruct it, actually. But of course, well, we're going to build other things in the workshop eventually. So, right. So what we're going to do now is, again, just get back in. The quest for the unfinished escape rocket continues. What I might do is, when we take out the CPU extenders from the unfinished escape rocket, what I'll do is maybe I'll deconstruct one to see what we get. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is just carry on looking for. Okay, welcome back. We found something else of interest. Oh wow. So it's just gonna got there. The thrusters on. What we got here is a ruined refuge. I think I've never really ever found the core here, so maybe this is the right time now to actually really look for the core. I'm also aware that I'm running out of time on this video, so we'll start with the usual process. Harvest. Take that. Got a pile of food here. Oh no, that's a pentexid growth crystal. Fridge. Phoenix fern. Some power cells. Harvest controller. Lots and lots of power cells. Of course, we got some furnaces here as well, which some stuff up here. A bit of oxygen. Got a closet, night vision goggles. Come in here. High pressure nozzle. We have to find somewhere where we can actually sell some of those, because I think the high pressure nozzle, let me just see. I think you can fit this to a flamethrower that gives 50% more impact. Maybe that's something we can fit to the flamethrower, and that could be interesting. I'm pretty sure the core is not in here. I think we already done these. Nope. Take that. Take that. Of course, we've got more fuel cells in here. So the fridge is over here. Got an open plan toilet there. And we come back towards, we've done these. And we got the furnaces up here as well. Access denied. Some more basic bits and pieces. I think that's it, guys. So what I'm going to do now is just have a look around and see if I can find the core, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I found the core. It's here. Trying to think. What we'd have to do is blow our way in here, I think. But we'd have to use explosives. I mean, on these corners, you've got 1,000 blocks here. I think I'm going to do it just out of curiosity. I've got some explosive. Let me just see. Oops. What do I do with that? Well, if we can get him through the side here. Wow. Haha. That was a trap, wasn't it? Yeah. Well. I think this is another change. That corner piece was 1,000 units, but in truth it should not have been. Curiosity, let me just see. If I shoot this with an assault rifle, I know I'm shooting my own building, but we'll put a whole clip into it. So you can shoot it out. Okay. And what we're going to do, can I hook to the right? What we're going to do now is, again, I'm just going to core this. Put the explosive in there. What am I doing? Not use this item here. What am I on about? Wait. Why won't it? That's a salvage core. What's up with the game now? Oh, because I've already got a salvage core in my inventory. Okay. What I'd like to do, if I can get in range of the Makara. Let me just see. No, okay. If I get over here. Right. What we're going to do is take the furnaces. I don't need them for any other use. So what we're going to do is just deconstruct them. Actually, we need to know what we're going to get from it. So inputs. Get rid of that. And we're just going to retrieve the blocks. 1 furnace, 2 furnaces. Into here. Neo. Yeah, all we're going to get is Neo, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I'm aware that I'm running completely out of time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do off camera is find the unfinished escape rocket and probably try and loot it down as much as possible, simply because we do need to push on, and I don't want to spend a whole episode, but what I do want to do is see if I can get some sources of zirconium and other stuff out of here. So oops, missed something here. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.